It's the holiday season, and you all know what that means. It's time for deck profiles. Anyway, guys, my name is Nick from SC Magic, and today I'm going to present you my DDD deck profile that I've been testing for my upcoming regional. For those of you who don't know, the Garden City Regional is January 7th, 2017. I will be there. This will be the last regional I'm attending for a while. I'm heading off to college in the summer, or in the fall, excuse me. So I want to be able to get my invite before I end off to college, because I want to be able to go to Nats this year, or next year, per se, so I really want to pick up my invite, and I wanted to play a deck that was under the radar enough that people wouldn't side for it, but I also didn't want to play a deck that was so under the radar it couldn't win. Like, I started off with Battery Man, and then I moved to, then I moved to Gem Knights, then I moved to, I think I played Pure BA for a while, but this is the deck I decided to stick with playing. It's a lot of fun. The deck has very simple combos, so let's just run right through it. Triple Kepler, best card of the deck. Cards that searching have always been good, so you can read it it's right there on the screen. Fucking read it. 3 of each slime. Until we get the structure deck, I think playing 3 of each is correct, just because you want to be able to have the maximum number of combos going first to stun your opponent, and also going second to break through the back row, because this deck loses to back row very easily. So being able to just grind through your opponent's back row is pretty important. 3 Abyss King, or King Abyss Ragnarok. This card's broken as shit. In the Pendulum Zone, this thing is a Monster Reborn. When it's summoned, it's a Monster Reborn, and then you can start DD Crowing your opponent's monsters. So that's pretty important. No. Is it DDD or Geki Break? Yeah, DDD. You can start banishing your opponent's monsters, which is pretty important. And this thing has 3,000 defense, so it's hard to run over. 3 Thomas, the best Pendulum in the deck, next to Ragnarok. You can get DDDs back. And it lets you, if you can get it on the field, which is what you usually do with Genghis or Necro Slime, or Swirl Slime, you can make an instant rank 8, which is usually Kali Yuga. And Kali Yuga is the shit. That card wins games. A lot of people disagree with this, but I'm currently playing 3 Nicola. I just like the fact that this is a level 6 Dark Monster, so it lets you go into your rank 6s relatively easily, and it also lets you combo with Genghis to make turn 1... Oh, excuse me, I'm making this way too late at night. It just allows for rank 6 plays with Genghis and Nicola, and it also allows for first turn boards like Genghis, Stardust, Hope Harbinger, and you usually just win the game with that. 2 Puppet Master. This card is a late game revival card. You can get back stuff like Ragnarok and Kepler and stuff. It doesn't negate their effects, it just says they can't attack. So being able to revive a Ragnarok and a Thomas will basically win you the game. So playing 2 Puppet Master. This is the first card I sat out as well, because this card is literally here just to extend your combos and to give you late game stability. You are able to recover from your burn damage from your contracts relatively easily. So being able to just have a late game card that can get you back 2 monsters and it's a level 6 Dark, so that's useful. Very good. So I play 2. Nicola and Puppet Master are usually the 2 cards very disputed in the deck. Play them if you want, don't play them. Again, this is the build I've been testing. I'm just trying to learn the deck. So if you have any suggestions, any combos, literally just put them in the comments. I'll take whatever I can get. I want to be able to know this deck before I take it to the regional, because I don't want to walk into a regional and have no idea what my deck does and not get my invite. So 2 copies of Max C. This card is the tits right now. Like, I love main decking this card. Like, telling the ABC player to stop, telling BA to stop, telling Mermail to kill you that turn, otherwise they're going to die. Against heroes, this card's pretty good, even though Dark Law, I mean, like, still, if they have to Hero Liz or Instant Fusion to get out their Toad or their Dark Law, you are going to get at least 1 card off of it. So if they just pick a Dark Law and pass turn to you, you can easily get through a Dark Law. So, and then for Beatrice targets, we have Glow Up Bulb. We have Glow Up Bulb and Farfa. Glow Up Bulb just allows for the first turn Formula into Stardust play. And Farfa, you can just send it off Beatrice and tell your opponent, yeah, fuck you. Banishing their Buster during their turn is so important. Just because they're going to go Buster, banish your Beatrice, and then you're going to, or on the summon even, you can just Farfa away that ABC Dragon Buster, make them use their Banish now. That way they're not waiting till battle phase, they can do some tricks with it, just get it out of the way. Or what you can do is if they have Hanger and Gadget, in response to the Gadget, you Beatrice send Farfa. The chain resolves. They summon their Union monster. Then Farfa resolves. You banish the Union monster. Then Union Hanger can't equip, so it just ends their turn. To an extent, unless they have like an instant fusion, but then they're not getting full value out of it. So Farfa is just very much a play disabler, and you have room for it in the main deck. So that's it for monsters. There's 24. I just want to be able to open Slime plus Kepler. If you open Nicola, Swirl Slime, and Necro Slime, you're able to make a first turn board of Beatrice plus Stardust. So, I'm just trying to maximize the ability of me to open up all my combo pieces. So, 3 gate, best card. I say that about a lot of cards, but this really is the tits. Like, just searching a card every turn is pretty good. It searches everything but Ragnarok and Puppet Master, but, like, whatever. Like, just being able to have your other fusion target or being able to get a Thomas to use its effect is pretty good. Double Swamp King. This allows just for nutty plays. I wanted a second one just in case the first one gets Twin Twistered, so that's why I'm playing 2. You can play 1 if you want. This is somewhat of a budget build, so no Desires, because fuck Desires. I'm still on hashtag fuck Pot of Desires, by the way, for those of you who know. 3 Allure, just all of them are darks. I know a few players who aren't playing Allures in their deck at all, and I think that's a huge mistake. I believe that you want to be able to draw as many cards as you can. So I'm playing 6 draw cards, which probably playing 7 of them might be correct. I'm not entirely sure, but I wanted to keep this a 40 card deck, so I cut trade-in down from 3 to 2. You do have 6 level 8s, but those are the level 8s you actually want on the field. But you do want them in the graveyard first to get revived, so it is possible that playing 3 of this is correct. But again, I want to keep it a 40 card deck, and I don't know what I would cut. Upstart 39 card deck. 1 for 1 is able to summon out your Kepler or can summon out your Global. If your Beatrice play gets stopped, you can get it out of the deck. Foolish Burial, Staple, and Burial from a different dimension just allows for combo plays. And then for traps, I'm playing 1 Dark Contract with the Witch. It just allows for disruption. Just being able to set up a board of Beatrice Witch, that's almost good enough to win the game on its own. So, I play that. And then Vanity's Emptiness. It's Vanity's Emptiness, I don't really want me to say. Sorry for the long pauses, by the way. I'm just trying to see if my sister's dog is going to stop barking or not. So, for extra deck, we play 3 Genghis. This card is insane. Just being able to revive monsters and being able to get your Dark Contracts back is really important. 2 Dark. It allows you to avoid burn damage from your effects and your opponents. So I played against Nurse Burn earlier today, and he tried burning me out with Dark on field. I ended up getting like 8,000 life points. He just insta-scooped. So, card's great. Wave Oblivion King is an out to stuff like ABC Dragon Buster. It really just solves large boards that your opponent's going to try to make. So a board like Tsukiyomi, Buster, plus whatever other random shit they have. You can attack the Tsukiyomi, take their Buster. You want to make sure that they can't defuse to get all the pieces back. So it just gets rid of big monsters. Sure, it is hard to make, but you are able to use it with Swamp King banishing like Genghis and Ragnarok or whatever. So 1 Gigantic Castle. This would be a Trish, but I don't have a Trish. Stardust. I've been debating between Stardust and Omega. Omega is $50, but I can drop the money to get Omega. But I don't think I'm going to, just because I want to be able to. Like, I'm kind of trying to bling the deck out a little bit, so I got some high rarity versions of the cards. Just because this is the one deck I'm going to keep for a while. So, one Stardust for now. Good card. Just your opponent goes to Regeki. No. Your opponent goes to. Darkhold, no. Black Rose, no. Just anything that would destroy. If they go to Twin Twister your contracts, you can say no to that. So that's really important. And then Formula just allows you to draw a card and gets you to the first turn Stardust. Kali Yuga, like stated before, broken. Hope Harbinger, broken. Lancelot just allows you to get 2k through. If it's like a really clogged board state, a complicated game state to where your opponent's down to like 1 or 2 cards, but they have a very good board, you can just easily get 2 level 8s out, make Lancelot, hit him for 2k and kill him. Beatrice, best card in the extra next to Genghis. Bouncer, it's a late game powerhouse, just being able to stop stuff. Like, if you're in time, Bouncer's amazing. just because it's going to hit them for 27, and then the second they do anything, you're just like, no, and burn them. And then number 24, it's just, I needed a ring 6, and this was the best one I could find. Side deck, 2 Kabungas. The side deck is kind of based on going second, actually, but there are cards for going first and second, and I'll talk about them as they come up. This is a card for going second against stuff like ABC, Blue Eyes, Paleozoic. When they end up with Totally Awesomes and shit, just tribute the fuck over it. 2 DD Crow for ABC and Blue Eyes. 2 Dark Hole going second against most decks. Because game 1, if you win, they're going to make you go second. They don't want you to have any first turn setup. So being able to go second, just Dark Hole them is really good. 2 Pot of Acquisitiveness, only for ABC. And I guess maybe if you're against BA, but it's really just for ABC because Buster will banish your combo pieces. Being able to put them back and draw a card. I almost thought about main decking it over Burial, but I want to put them back in the grave. Because game 1, you're just going for combos. Game 2 is about maintaining a board state. 2 Buffalo Clips for going second against Paleozoics. 2 Deck Devi. Fuck Magispectors in the asshole. For those of you who don't know, all of them are under 1500 less attack except for Kieran. But they can't Pendulum Summon Kieran in that deck unless they're playing the Metal Foe engine, so it doesn't matter. Just being able to kill all of them. Going first, the thing is you can tribute off your Ragnarok for it, or you can tribute off your Dark, your Wave Oblivion King, your Duo Dawn King, or your Lancelot, believe it or not. You can tribute off Lancelot or Dragulus. You have a lot of targets in the deck, so, fuck Magispector. And then 3 Royal Decree, mostly for Paleozoics, also for any Rogue Demise decks that are still around, because I know those are somewhat still popular. A lot of people are still playing the Klee Demise deck. Some people are playing the Magispector Demise deck. Just anything with trap cards. Like if you're up against the trap heavy ABC or the trap heavy Blue Eyes, you can just shit on them. So anyway, guys, that's the DDD deck profile for December 2016, January 2017. Once the structure deck comes out, this deck is just gonna be so popular. Everyone's gonna play it. Most people who have the deck like me are working on getting the deck. If you want DDDs, get it now, because once the structure deck comes out, everything's going to spike in price. So get it now. That's just me. Anyway, if you have any combos, suggestions, or questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. My name is Nick from Most City Magic. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.